day one in my new home. I suppose I should be proud. To be recognized for one's scientific attributes in this day and age is rare. I've been sent to the farthest reaches of the galaxy to continue my work in bioweaponry development in the name of the God Emperor of mankind. I'm to head up a team of 11, all told, men and women who, like me, are gifted with various scientific talents. Our mission? To make our super soldiers more, well, super. They are a serious bunch. They keep to themselves mostly. I'm getting rather homesick at this point. While this system is not without its charms, it is sparsely populated. The majority of the surface is covered in dense forest. Its flora and fauna are something to behold, but one does feel isolated. Oh well, all the more reason to focus on my work. I made a new friend today in the mess hall. He goes by the name of Kel. It's funny. I don't remember seeing him on base before, and yet I'm certain he's always been here. I feel rather embarrassed, as I had this ludicrous idea that we were a team of 11, when clearly we were 12 all along. I must be working too hard. Kel is a most endearing fellow, incredibly bright. I was having trouble with a particular genome sequence, and he offered to help. Together, we were able to map it by the end of the evening. I truly am grateful to be working with such fine minds, and perhaps, dare I say, to have made a new friend? Kel is right, of course. The next step must be human experimentation. While the code is strong, I still have a slither of doubt. But the gains far outweigh the risk. I have approached some of my team to see if they would be my test subjects. So far, none have been forthcoming. Needless to say, I am disappointed. For if not for this, why else are we here? Emperor, let them see the error of their ways. Today I did something unethical. Kel was right to suggest it. How else was I meant to complete my work? I have contaminated the food store with my code. In the end, my colleagues will thank me, for they will become so much more than they already are. Whatever guilt I feel is being offset by my excitement to see this job done. Tonight, Kel and I will toast to our success. He truly is a great friend. I am weary, though. I dream strange dreams. Many armed creatures visit me in the night to give me gifts. They seem to revere me. It's pleasant and terrifying at the same time. No matter. It's only a dream after all. The experiment is in full swing. What wonders I have created. The code is flawless. The subjects have experienced accelerated growth in muscle tissue and brain capacity. But this is only the beginning. Kel and I have much work to do. He has rightly suggested that for now we put all of our efforts into this experiment, and that we should go silent on the base, until we're ready to reveal our great work. So this is goodbye for now, my trusty journal. May the Emperor and his many arms be praised. How odd. I was sure the Emperor only had 2 arms. But of course I'm wrong. I have been working too hard.
Welcome to System X529, a secret research facility in a classified location somewhere on the outskirts of the galaxy. The last transmission received from this base was broadcasted 3 weeks ago, and any attempts at establishing communication with the base since then have gone unanswered. Given the highly sensitive nature of the work that is being carried out here and the strangeness of the last transmission, the Inquisition has sent a guard contingent to investigate what happened. But what is it that they will find waiting for them? Here it is, the facility swarming with neophytes and a magus. What was once this Imperial facility is now seemingly completely overtaken with the infection of the Genestealer cults. Here on the right and left flanks, the 132nd Albion Raptors have walked into an ambush. The mission parameters are as follows. We are using the high gains narrative mission, although we are modifying it slightly. So this mission here, we will have the Genestealer cult as the attacker, and 2/3 of the forces of the Genestealer cults must start in reserve. But the units will arrive within 15 inches of the centre of the battlefield at the end of the turn 1 movement phase. For each unit, they must arrive on the roll of a 3+. However, of course, you must have the normal parameters of being 9 inches away from enemy units when you arrive. In addition to that, the game ends at the end of turn 5. The victor is the force that has a higher number of power level, combined power level units within 12 inches of the center of the battlefield. That will represent the taking or perhaps the defense of the facility itself. So with no further ado, we shall introduce our commanders. Here, commanding the Raptors themselves is Mr. Bone, and the insidious Genestealer cults.
Who else?
Dr. Arnold himself, the mad Biophagus, also known as the Chef. It will be the Chef that takes the first turn this day, but how will this story unfold? Will the Raptors successfully take the facility, or is there something horrific buried deep within the chambers? Something that has perhaps been brewing in vast test tubes that Arnold has been working on below. We shall find out very soon. It's turn 1 for the forces of the Genestealer cult, and that is coming up next. Here they come. The neophytes begin to swarm out of the facility. The faces of the Raptors, usually stoic in the face of any foe, no doubt look on in horror as they notice strange deformities across the foreheads of these neophytes, strange cranial formations which, although human-like, is disturbingly alien. And here they come for the Raptors now. But not all of them have yet emerged. We must roll for it. Each unit in reserve. The mad Biophagus himself may roll for them. On a 3+, they will arrive within the centre of the battlefield in a 15-inch circumference. So which are we rolling for first, Chef?
So we have another unit of neophytes. No.
Okay.
We have a unit of 16 hybrids. No. Ooh. We have 2 units of 18 hybrids. I'll just roll for them together because they are identical. Both of them are coming in.
Arrive. Okay.
We then have an Icon Ward. No.
He does not.
We have another Magus. No. We have the Primus. Yes. And then the rest have not been awoken yet.
See, he chooses to keep his forces in reserve. Perhaps the mad Dr. Arnold himself has some sort of nefarious plan.
Oh, yes.
But let's see where these acolytes arrive. That is the bulk of the forces which emerge from this facility. And it is with horror that the Raptors realise that many of these creatures have more than 2 arms. Let's see what happens. We'll come back at the end of the movement phase in just a moment. The movement phase is now complete, and the horrific acolytes, backed up by the Primus himself, are now swarming through this engine facility here, this sort of power generator here, no doubt exhaust fumes coming up from above it. And looking on in horror, the Raptors can do nothing other than brace themselves for a potential oncoming charge. Neophytes, of course, supporting the Acolytes on this flank. Well, meanwhile, over here, another huge swarm of Acolytes have emerged from the facility this way. And, of course, they have Neophytes also backing them up on their right flank. So, both of the fronts of this battlefield are now being defended by the Genestealer cults. Let's see what happens in the psychic phase. No doubt the Magus will be trying to manipulate the warp and putting out a call to the vast psychic anomaly that is the hive mind. Let's find out what happens. That's coming up next. Right, it turns out that the Magus will not be calling on the powers of the hive mind. Instead, I imagine he waves his hands to these neophytes here and gives the order to open fire. So he's going to be firing at this sentinel here.
Yep, they are all in range. So, what is it? An armored sentinel?
No, just scout sentinel.
Scout sentinel. Okay, so we'll start with the auto guns. For what it's worth, the Primus, when he appears, he is going to pick that one for his reroll ones to wing.
Okay.
Okay, so this auto gun is off to a good start.
So hits here.
5.
Okay, so we've got 1 wound and then the reroll the 1. 1 wound, no minus from the auto guns.
Okay, 4 up. Lab zone.
Makes it on
Yes!
5.
The first save of the Raptors!
We're not done yet. The grenade launcher from one of the neophytes is a miss. Okay.
Mining lasers.
Heavier firepower. One finds its mark.
It is a wound. It's -3.
No save.
Okay, no save there. 4+ armor saves. Not an armored
damage.
sentinel. 4 wounds through. So one of the mining lasers erupts across the battlefield. Right into that sentinel. Okay, still standing, but the pilot is no doubt very shaken. We'll see what's going to come up in terms of more firepower in just a moment. More fire now from this neighbouring hybrid unit, or rather neophyte units. Where are we firing?
So we're going to fire the seismic cannons into the sentinel along with the grenade launcher, and then all of the auto guns into the unit in front.
Okay,
Start with that.
so gunfire to the Raptors.
Not-
Regiment.
That's fine. It is
Just
just
firing into these guys.
with the auto guns.
They're going to take cover because that's what they would do.
Yeah, so cool.
Take cover!
That is 3 wounds.
Oh, well,
wounds,
luckily
but-
they've taken cover.
They've hit the ground.
Oh, 2 are killed anyway.
2 first blood to the forces of the hive mind here. Okay, let's carry on.
The seismic cannon. I get 1 hit because it's a heavy weapon. Toughness 5, you say?
Yes.
No wounds.
Failed wounds.
A grenade launcher.
Sentinel still stands. Yes! Grenade launcher finds its mark. Tukum. 6.
Stressful.
It's a wound.
Oh, it is a wound.
Minus
This
1.
was a cracked grenade, we're assuming here, of course. So.
Oh!
The Sentinel pilot!
The Raptors!
It's more neophytes now opening up, splitting their fire. We're opening with what rifles?
So we have auto guns into the unit in front,
Okay.
grenade launcher into the wounded sentinel, and 2 mining lasers into that healthier one. So the auto guns, pretty accurate these
marksman
guys so
here.
far. These were clearly the guards of the facility.
yeah.
So that's why. There you go. It's 2 wounds.
2 wounds. The cover
Oh!
has been taken.
Nice.
All right. We'll then do the mining lasers. That is 2 hits.
Oh, he's accurate.
Only the
Got a
one
wound.
wound.
1 goes through.
No save.
-3 with no save.
Minus
D6
6.
damage. Just the 1 point.
All right. So be it.
He keeps it. Okay.
Grenade launcher.
Grenade launcher.
It
For
is a
dunk.
hit.
Another crack grenade finds its mark.
But I
Fails to
can
wound.
re-roll
Yes,
because that
because
was
the
my
Primus
target.
marked it. Still fails to
Okay.
wound.
All right.
Okay.
He lives. He lives.
First 2 units of acolytes, or neophytes rather, have opened fire. Several are dead, but the Raptors still hold true. More fire erupts from the top of the facility. The low caliber rounds, aka the auto guns, go into this Raptors unit here, where the heavier fire goes into the Hellhound. Opening with the auto guns first.
Okay, these are clearly these were the fresh recruits.
Probably assistants to
It is a
in the
wound.
science lab there. 1 wounds. Does take 1 down though through the tree line. Oh, he's knocked off his feet. Ouch. Okay, next.
Mining lasers.
Mining lasers. We got 1 hit.
One hit
That
there.
unit did not move, and it's a wound. on the Hellhounds.
So 6 up save.
Okay. No.
The damage.
Just the one. Okay.
I'm gonna come on.
He does command re-roll that, and it's a 6. Significant damage to the hull. We do not want those fuel tanks to erupt in the Raptors' lines. It's not over. We got a crack grenade from the grenade launcher into. Oh, it's a hit. It's another wound. -1 to save here. The armored chassis does fail to hold it. D3 damage. Another 3 wounds. This Hellhound is taking significant damage over on this flank. We have the unit of neophytes down here now opening fire. We're opening with the small rounds first.
Oh yeah, so everything is going into the Hellhound.
Okay.
I'm hoping that there's like a fuel line that's already leaking a little bit, and I'm looking for that spark.
No.
Okay.
Several find their mark.
Well, you say that. 4.
Still, it's several.
There's one wound.
One goes through, but surely the armored.
Okay.
Tell what that is. It is a 6.
It's down.
Okay.
So that was with the seismic cannons as well, because
Okay.
it's the same stat.
Yep.
It's down to a cheeky grenade launcher.
Grenade launcher from the neophyte unit.
It's a
It
miss.
is a miss. Okay, the crack grenades
live
launches
for now.
itself into the tree line. Whew! Close. Acolytes opening up with their small arms fire, which is quite funny since they have 4 arms and none of them are actually small. Here we go, opening into the Raptors.
That was actually really funny.
I know. Are you going to roll
Send
your
help.
dice?
Right, so we've got 6 into the front unit here, and then 4 that are in range of the Hellhound. So in the unit in front, we have 4 hits.
Okay. We're finding their mark.
There's 1 wound.
Wounds there.
Raptors!
Oh, nice.
Here we go. There's 3 hits there.
3 more.
Looking for that little fuel line leak. There's 1 wound.
It's a wound.
Not enough to kill him.
Will not be enough, no. And he does fail that! It leaves the Hellhound with 1 wound remaining! No! We're back over here on this flank. These acolytes, 4 pistols open up on the 2 wound sentinel.
There's 3 wounds
Hey.
there. 3 hits
Three
there.
hits.
There's no auto wounds. That would be nuts. That is only the 1 wound.
1 wound. And that does go through. This sentinel
Weakening.
pilot, only 1 wound remaining there also. Okay. Acolytes, we're now in the charge phase. A hideous alien screech erupts across the battlefield and they start to lope their way towards the Hellhound, and both forward units of Raptors here. We're opening with Overwatch. 1 wound left on this Hellhound. The gunner makes his mark. Will he burn them all alive?
Yes.
Overwatch, here we come.
Start with the heavy bolter. No.
3 rounds for miss.
2d6,
5
5.
hits.
Okay, and I can re-roll that 1 because
Yes,
of
Catachan.
Catachan. It's still a
It's
1.
a 1 anyway. Okay.
Okay, it will be 2s now.
2.
Oh, he is
Whoa.
a badly damaged.
3.
So 3 go through.
Incinerated potentially.
-1? Yes. 6s.
Oh, only 1 is burnt alive on the way in. This is dangerous times. Okay, we do have 2 Raptor units though.
Yes.
These are disciplined soldiers. Their las rifles are at the ready. Will they cut them down with lasgun fire? I certainly hope so. These foul Xenos cannot make the lines of the 132nd Albion Raptors, surely. Bone, you cannot get those dice fast enough.
Like, you literally cannot. Okay, so we'll start with the las.
Okay.
Fix bayonets! It's 3 hits.
Find them up there. Pause.
1 wound.
1 wound.
Okay,
Does
another
cut
one is
another
topped.
down. Okay.
Okay, this unit has a flamer in there, so he won't be able to do anything. Oh, I didn't fire the Laspistol, forgive me.
Okay.
No, that's fine.
Okay, so
Okay,
find
cool.
this mark.
And then you're charging the other one as
I am
well.
indeed.
So we'll just
Unit opens up now.
in +1 because of the las. Actually, are they all in rapid fire range?
All right, we'll just check and come back. Okay, they're not all quite in rapid fire range, so just a pistol, and then we're going to fire the rest of the rifles.
Yep.
Yep.
1 hit. Blatantly the pistol, of
Yeah.
course. A wound.
Oh, safe though.
I wanted to
Okay.
kill one with a pistol. Now the grenade launcher,
Yep.
so frag. 2 shots.
Okay.
No hits.
Oh, okay. Now, does he make the charge? This will be a significant blow. Oh!
Okay. Re-rolling that charge.
Okay, there's no +1 to the charge. He's not within range of any buffs there. Oh, he's made it on an 11. The acolytes. Oh no. The neophytes now open with a charge. This unit here charging all 3 of these units, the Raptors and the 2 Sentinels. The Sentinels are out of range of with their heavy flamers there. So now let's see what he can do with the Raptors. Overwatch.
So Overwatch, so all of the lads, including the pistol in there. Just a hit, obviously the pistol again. Oh,
Fails to wounds. Okay.
D6 on the grenade launcher.
Yeah, 3.
One hit.
1 makes it smart. That fails to wound. He needs an 8-inch charge to make it to the Raptors. He rolls an 11. He will make it with all 3 units there. My goodness. The Acolyte's Horror now declares a charge against these units here. We do have some Overwatch, of course, from the Raptors. Let's see if they can find their mark. 4 of them aren't in rapid fire, but the rest are. That's 3 hits so far. Does score a wound. That does make a save.
The grenade. D6.
Okay, 5 frag rounds. Explode within their ranks. 1 goes through and does fail to wound.
Oh, you know it's strength 3, isn't it?
Yes, okay.
Alright. No,
So
not
it's
them.
a failed charge and no reroll available. Okay, that is something. However, these brave guardsmen must fight the neophytes over here to hold this flank. Well, it will be the fight phase coming up next. Let's see which of the flanks fights first. Here we go. The Acolytes will let rip first. So we're starting with the Rocksaws.
Yes.
And the Rocksaw, I believe, is going into the Hellhound.
Yeah, so just the split. We've got three of them into this unit here.
Yep.
We then have 3 and the Rocksaw into this unit here, and then the remainder will go into that unit there. But I'm just going to start with the Rocksaw because who doesn't like pyrotechnics? That's 1 hit. Oh no!
The Rocksaw.
He's strength 10 because of the twisted helix.
He fails to find a breach in the hull to cut through. Interesting.
Yeah, come on, reroll that.
He's command re-rolling it. It is a wound.
-4.
There is no save. However,
Blow up.
he could ignite the fuel line here on a 4+. The Hellhound goes boom. It's a 6 anyway. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a huge explosion.
I have to use a CP reroll on this. I have to. So the gunner's in, the captain's in there. He sees all this stuff happening, and he's just trying to patch it up wildly before it all explodes. He fails.
It's an actual 6. It was supposed to happen.
Oh no.
Big bada boom. D3 mortal wounds on everything in this area. Okay, who are we rolling for first?
Okay, let's roll for this unit here.
Okay.
So D3. They
take 2.
Splat, splat.
2 die screaming.
We'll go on to the
Second Raptor unit.
Second Raptor unit there.
3 of them
Oh dear.
aren't alive.
Okay, we'll go on to Major Teague here.
Okay. Standing in the tree line. Oh, he thought the trees would perhaps help him. Perhaps one splintered and falls right by him.
Just
Okay.
put that there to remind me. And then on this unit here,
And Hellhounds. The Hellhound takes 2.
And then on this Manticore,
Takes 2.
And then this Manticore
Takes 1. Okay.
And now on these guys,
Acolytes
the
themselves.
Acolytes,
2 are burnt alive. Okay, tremendous explosion in the lines. The rest of the Acolytes haven't even struck yet. Wow. Right, it continues. We now have the other Rocksaw into one of the Raptor units.
I'm just going to do that now quickly.
That's 1 hit.
Oh, one is so
Cuts
dead.
1 in half.
This is over here.
This is over here.
Where is that Rocksaw?
Okay.
He is there. Alright, we then have the 3 here into this unit, so we'll start with the Rending Claws. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. And then it is, well, 1 is dead, because
Okay.
-4. They're Cultist Knives. Okay. Only the 1 wound, no minus hit.
OP there. Okay,
There's another.
let's kill another though. Oof.
And then onto the other Raptor unit. So we do have the champion with his Lash Whip and Bone Sword. He hits twice. It is 1 wound, it's -2. Okay. So 1 is killed over there.
He's killed over here, that would be you.
And then the Rending Claws. So this is from everyone else. Okay. And we're looking at 3s. Okay. That is 5 at -1 from the Rending Claws.
Raptors, stand strong!
Oh, one
One.
manages to deflect, but 4 cut down.
And then
Okay.
That last one, is it just the sergeant left?
yes!
He's getting mobbed by me, just stabbing into him.
He's gonna live! With their cultist knives. We do have 5 hits. We do have 4 wounds!
Ouch.
No minuses. Is his flak armor enough?
Raptors!
Oh,
no.
Sergeant is eviscerated.
He's killed.
Oh dear. Unit of Raptors bravely stood, but they have been butchered by the Acolytes. The Raptors will not stand for this. He's interrupting this unit here, fighting the neophytes.
Yes!
Outstanding. They fixed their bayonets.
Bayonets! Okay.
Freeze to win though. You are Catachans.
Yeah. That is 2 wounds.
Okay.
Does kill 2.
Okay.
Yes!
The neophytes cut down.
Yes! Yeah!
Now the neophytes, however, will strike back.
Indeed. Here we go. 4s. Okay. We're matching blows here.
The combat is so epic.
Freeze to wound because of the twisted helix.
Oh, just the 1 wound.
Yes!
Raptors!
Yes!
Raptors over here now attacking these Acolytes. They are survivors. Will they account for themselves? Okay, 3 of them do. 2 of them wounds. Exactly, they're Catachans.
Kills 2.
Kills 2. That's very cool. Now, the consolidate did happen over here, and he did consolidate into this Hellhounds, but he also consolidated into Major Teague. And Teague does not take prisoners. His power sword, suddenly the humming of it can be heard as he's just activated it. How many will he cut down?
All 3.
Yeah! He says that's 2 hits. He is strength 4. Oh, he fails to wound. Perhaps he's still too busy dabbing out the fire across his body.
on fire.
Oh no!
On fire.
Okay, now we have the Hellhounds. Let's see if that can crush anything underneath its tracks. Oh! Oh! Maybe Major Teague was just getting out of the way of the Hellhound, which just decided to drive over them.
Dives over.
Oh, wow. Okay, wounding on 2s here. Only 2 wounds. 1 obviously darts out of the way, but he crushes 2.
Very nice.
Wow. That brings us to the end of the turn and the morale phase. We have the Acolytes here. Will they hold their nerve?
No, because they have lost 8 already. They lose
Oh,
another 5.
oh, the Acolytes suddenly crushed under the tracks of the
And that
Hellhound.
is Major Teague actually running through
Yeah,
them.
that's so cool. Okay, so 5 of the Acolytes run there. Okay,
Horrible.
but they have successfully put a massive dent in the flank here of the Raptors. Okay, what more morale issues do we have?
I'll need to do a morale over
Yeah,
here.
so this Raptors unit.
4 from that unit.
Yep. 4, 5, 6, 7
They're
on the
fine
button.
there.
They hold
That's
their nerve.
fine. I've
Okay.
lost 2 here. On 6, I could lose
Okay,
another.
could lose another. No,
No.
they hold their nerve also.
The Raptors, of course they do.
These neophytes also cannot fail because they only lost 2 of their number. Okay, that is morale done. The first turn of the Colts as they ambush from within the belly of the facility here, this research lab. The Raptors were taken by surprise, but they now know what to expect. They ready themselves, and it's their turn coming up next. The movement phase, turn 1 for the Albion Raptors is complete. We have Major Teague moving through the tree line. He will assist the Raptors, which have just fallen back, perhaps giving them an order to get back in the fight. Over here, the Manticores starts to level their deadly fusillade of missiles. I am very much looking forward to seeing what these vehicles can do. Never used these on the channel before. I don't think even Colonel used them because he was using Death Strikes.
Yeah.
As I recall, although he's got some Manticores. I don't think the missiles come.
That's a real shame. That's such a shame. I would totally... Yeah, exactly.
And incidentally, guys, this army was painted for us, commissioned by Red Eagle Studio. Bobby over at Red Eagle Studio does some amazing work. You can find him on Instagram at Red Eagle Studio. Just if you give him a shout out because he is an awesome guy. So over here, we do, of course, have the remaining Genestealer cults, neophytes, and the acolytes still here. But what has this flank done? Well, the Raptors have spread out. They're forming a defensive line. They've fallen back from these neophytes. And the Colonel himself, Colonel Crowe, with his bannerman next to him, will be issuing orders shortly. There are 3 basilisks in the backgrounds. No doubt these cannons, the sound of them moving on that axis, and they're about to be thumping the deadly salvos across the battlefield here, perhaps into this facility. So that's the movement phase done. There are no psychers. The only other thing that we need to mention here are the medic.
We're going to bring one back from the hero squad.
Crowe's medic will bring one of the Raptors back.
No.
Oh, it should be a 2+. He's a medic. It's a combat medic. And that brings us to the shooting phase. Orders are barked across the battlefields. We have first rank fire, second rank fire. Get back in the fight for the Raptors that have just fallen back. Take aim from this tank commander. And over here, get back in the fight onto himself. That's what the Major Teague says.
Yeah!
And he tells these Raptors to get back in the fight after they fall back also. So let's kick some tires, light some fires. What are we opening up with here?
We're going to go over here to the Sentinel and we're going to flame this unit to death.
Okay, Kentucky Fried Cultist coming up.
Yes.
Let's do this. D6. What? Okay.
You're a
Little
Catachan,
undercuts
you can
there.
reroll it. Oh, I'm a Catachan,
Oh! Well, okay.
Five.
Well, then that's the
Right.
5. So 5 hits. Okay.
Yeah, every vehicle can reroll it.
Every vehicle, yes. I did forget that. I just had lunch and I'm quite full. To wound now.
Yeah.
That's 4 at -1.
Okay, 6 ups. 4 are roasted.
4 up in flames. Ouch. We now have this Sentinel opening up on this unit of neophytes here.
Well, I can re-roll that because it's a
Yes,
vehicle.
you can.
1 wound.
But roasts 1 there. Okay, fair enough.
Dead.
Oh, actually, wasn't this one in combat?
No, I never reached him.
Ah, you didn't reach him.
Because
Okay.
I interrupted! Yeah.
Shooting now from this Raptor squad. First rank fire, second rank fire.
This
Oh, we're
rank-
moving over to this
yeah,
one. Back in the fights.
I don't
Into the
have,
neophytes.
I don't have enough dice.
You don't
really
have
for
enough.
that.
You can't hold them in that hand, can you? Okay, let's just carry on that.
Okay.
Obviously spent a lot of their time retreating.
Neither
Neither one wound.
Who was this on, sorry?
Into the neophytes.
Oh, another one is slain.
Okay.
And then the frag grenade, D6 shots.
Just the
the
one?
one to hit. I miss.
Okay.
Well, they're getting back in that fight.
Clearly. Do you know what you're doing next?
Yeah, we'll come over to the command squad. I should be arranged with that flamer. Yes, okay, so they're going to fire everything into them.
Okay,
So
into
we'll
the neophytes.
Start with the flamer.
3 hits. 2 wounds this time.
On the neophytes.
2 go up in flames. Okay.
The
Grenade
grenade
launcher? Frag, is it?
2 shots.
2 shots. Okay, 2
2
hits.
Yeah.
2 wound, yes, Ben. So full.
Okay, no wounds there.
No wounds there. Okay. That's interesting. Do they have? I need to check if command squads have levels pistols or guns.
All right, subject. The Bannerman does have a Lasgun, so
Yes.
here we go. Rapid fire.
Okay.
Scores a hit.
1 hit to wound. Is
Scores a wound. He's clearly a marksman.
Oh, he's a hero. Yes!
He kills one.
While
okay.
holding the banner.
First rank fire, second rank fire into these acolytes right now. Let's do this.
Raptors! Oh, it's not bad.
Okay, it's a good spread of hits there. The deadly las rifles of the Raptors. It's very cool in the fluff how they're all put together and they must sound.
Yeah.
But they're always so underwhelming in the game. Okay, so let's see if we can get some wounds on these acolytes right now. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
So
7, 8 wounds.
Okay, 8 wounds. Not bad.
It's not bad.
No, it's pretty good.
Like to be cut down. Right. Oh, he's rolled well. Save 4, only 4 cut down. Okay, do we have a special weapon in here?
Yes, Frag
grenade launcher. Oh, 5. Very nice.
One
anyone
hit.
finds it smart.
It's a wound. It's
One
a wound,
wound.
though. It is
He
a save.
saves that.
Very nice.
Oh, wow. Heavy flamer from the Sentinel, though. Let's bathe these Xenos in fire.
No.
6
Yeah.
You can re-roll that if you want.
No, I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to keep that one.
hits. Okay. He's got 5 wounds.
It is 4 dead.
4 slain. Ouch. Over here on the left flank, this unit gets back in the fight, opening up against the acolytes that attacked them.
So starting with the las. Okay, 3 hits.
1 wounds.
Acolytes, you say.
1 wound on the acolytes.
1 down. Okay.
And then a frag grenade from the...
Grenade launcher.
Well, we'll go from the sergeant first.
Okay. Oh,
6.
okay. Lobs a grenade.
Loves it.
Ouch.
He loves this. He's
Only
hit
1 though.
No
No,
wounds.
okay.
Okay, and now from the grenade launcher. He doesn't love it. He really doesn't love it.
Okay, they're obviously clearly horrified when they're falling back. They were told to get back in the fight, but perhaps it took them a little longer than usual to discipline those weapons. It's Hellhound's time, and he is going to be unleashing a torrent of flame into these neophytes.
Yes.
6 hits.
6.
Roll that one.
Roll that
Roll the
one.
one, exactly.
Okay.
It's 6 hits.
It was. It was meant to be.
Clearly. Oh, okay.
6 wounds.
It is indeed 6 wounds.
Strength 6. Oh, I saved that.
Oh, wow. Neophyte armor coming to play there. All right, heavy
The
bolter.
No hits there.
No hits. Okay, so just 3 are roasted alive. The Raptor unit in the woods here now opens up rapid fire style into these neophytes.
Okay, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Pretty good.
See, if they're not falling back in order to get back in the fight, they appear quite disciplined.
Yes.
Yeah.
It
Funny
makes
that.
sense.
There might be a correlation there.
Indeed. Quite a few wounds. Good salvo of fire here.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4,
This one
5,
as well.
6, 7, 8, 9 wounds.
9 wounds.
One for each of them.
Good.
Bone 3s do not count, my friend.
I think they've got knocked over.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure.
I don't. I think so. Yes, I
Let's do
think
7.
the good news is
Let's do
I'm
7.
sure it's 7 wounds.
Okay. That is 5 slain.
Okay, ouch! Brutal stuff from this Raptors unit, and they have a flamethrower in here. His canister on his back. Let's do this. D6, 3. Can he cut them down?
No.
Now that was the time where you did wound on 3s, and you went and rolled 1s and 2s. Oh yeah. The command tank now opens up with its executioner plasma cannons. Everything, including a las cannon, into this acolyte squad. Will there be anything left standing
No.
afterwards?
A bit much.
It's
Alas,
it's
not
heinous.
necessary.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So I am going to overcharge because why not? So we'll start with the. We'll start with the turret, which
Okay,
has
the executioner
moved, so
cannon.
You can shoot twice.
Yes.
Do I get to re-roll that?
Yeah, so basically you would get to re-roll.
It's always the number of shots, isn't it?
Yeah, so I think it's you can re-roll. You can re-roll 1 each time you fire it. So technically, you could if you rolled like a double 1 because you're firing it twice, you would. Yes, you do.
Sweet. 10.
Okay. Wow. 10.
Yeah, that's how much I did.
I mean, he's still got a hit.
He does. He has got take aim on there though.
Yeah.
Now you are overcharging, so there is potential mortal wound damage here.
Okay, he does take a mortal wound.
Okay.
But he is a hero. It doesn't matter. 2s to kill.
Ooh,
is
that's
6
6.
to kill.
Okay, so 6 are obliterated, burnt in boiling plasma. Okay, next.
The cannons on the side.
Yep.
So 2d3 shots.
Yep.
5. All hits.
Oh wow, expert marksman there. And that
another
is
5
another
kills.
5.
The unit wiped.
The unit is obliterated before the las cannon even charges its cells. Ouch! This is it. The Demolisher cannon, the Demolisher tank, although we're going to fire the Demolisher cannon last, is going to be splitting its fire. Demolisher cannon into these neophytes. The las cannon and the 2 heavy bolters into these neophytes.
Yes.
So let's do heavy bolters first. Okay, he's not a tank commander, so he is hitting on 4s.
3 hits.
3 hits.
That is 2 wounds.
That's
minus
2
1.
wounds at -1 there.
That is 2 dead.
Okay, 2 ripped apart with heavy bolt of fire. The
The
las
last
cannon
cannon. Hits!
hits. Okay, well 1 will definitely never need to shave again, but they are alive. And now the horrific Demolisher cannon. 2d6 shots, because it can fire its turret twice. Moving less than half. That's just a 4, but it can re-roll that Catachan. 9 shots, my goodness, but only hitting on 4s. Okay, 3 find their mark. 2s.
Yes.
And that is 3 obliterated there with the Demolisher cannon rounds. I'm surprised that there's anything left standing, honestly. The mortar team opens up. D6 shots into these neophytes and 2d6 shots into these neophytes, splitting some fire.
Yeah, so the d6.
5.
3 hits.
3 hits.
3 hits. 3 wounds.
Ooh, 3 wounds on the 2 neophytes.
Ooh, 1 is slain.
1 is slain. Okay, and then we've got 2d6 mortar rounds to fire on that neophyte unit. 7.
7. Not a vehicle, you see.
No. Okay, 4. And okay, so 4 wounds. Okay, 3 are obliterated with the mortar shrapnel. Okay, so that's a lot of the smaller arms stuff fired. We do still have some remaining mortars over on the left flank, and of course several tanks with very big guns. Let's see what he does next. More mortar fire now. 2 of them are opening up against this neophyte unit, and 1 of them's opening up against this acolyte unit.
Yeah, so we'll start on the acolytes.
Okay, 2 shots.
1 hit.
Okay.
To wound. Is a wound.
No,
He
it's
makes
not.
it.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
nice. Okay.
2d6 on this unit here. 8.
Okay.
Three wounds.
Very good mortars.
Yes.
They're very accurate with their shrapnel.
Indeed.
In terms of the
Ooh, deadly accurate. Okay, just 1 neophyte remaining at the base of the facility there. 3 mortars savagely opening up against the acolytes just in front of them. Let's see.
So 3d6. Oh, very nice. So that, by my calculation, is 13.
Unlucky for some. Okay, now will you score the hits at that close range? Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I will.
Yes,
Yes.
you will. No one there.
Okay. 3s. Okay, that's 5 wounds there.
There's very explosive payloads, these mortars. They are dead.
Oh, wow. Acolytes obliterated amongst all of that shrapnel you can imagine. Dum, dum, dum.
He's just standing there, he's been ordering that. He goes, just drop this on my position. They're like, it's very close. He goes, I said fire!
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes.
Salvo. He's firing heavy bolter into this last neophyte and the deadly manticore missile into the neophytes just on top of that facility.
Yes.
I mean, those missiles don't look healthy.
They're not.
Okay.
I can only fire 1 a turn.
Okay.
Which I'm grateful
Probably a
for, because
good
I'm be like, that's 8d6 shots. Oh, okay.
Here we go. So
we go.
first roll the heavy bolter. 1
Okay,
hit.
1 hits.
2 wound. Okay, He's in a wound.
Okay.
He lives.
Hero
Charmed.
neophytes.
Okay, so it's 2d6 shots. 8. I'll keep
8
that.
shots. Okay. 4s.
Not
Okay.
bad.
5 hits. And the strength?
10.
Okay.
Yeah. 2s.
Okay. And what's the minus? It's 5
I think it's
wounds
minus
here.
2.
I think it's minus
So
2.
you will
yeah.
get 6 up saves. Facility
5
providing
there?
some cover.
6.
Yes, it's
5.
5.
The facility offers very little.
Okay, 4 are blown apart. Nasty. Okay, this is it. We've got the second now opening up against the facility here. These neophytes are taking a terrible barrage.
Yeah.
But we've got the heavy bolter first against that acolyte. Or neophyte, rather. 2 hits. He does wound him once this time. He is in cover. He makes it again. He has a charge.
He's a hero!
Neophyte. Now the Manticore missile itself. 6, 7, 8, 9.
I'll keep that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm pretty happy with that. Are you happy with that, Shep?
No.
Hitting on 4s.
I'm happy with that.
4 hit this time. 2s. 4 wounds. 6 is required. No, another 4 of the neophytes are obliterated. The third and final Manticore, no doubt a sigh of relief from Chef can be heard. We have the exact same splitting of fire. Heavy bolter first, then the missiles into the remaining neophytes. Heavy bolter.
Yeah!
Ooh, all 3 hit this time.
He'll be
Will
fine.
this hero survive? He's got 3 wounds there.
He'll be fine.
He's so dead.
Oh, he's dead. Okay.
That
Dear, oh
makes me
dear.
so happy.
The missiles now. Just 5, but he's going to re-roll that 1.
That
Okay, so
Catachan over.
9. Catachan, amazing with these things. Wow. Okay, and then 2, 3, 4 hits though. Okay. 2s. 3 wounds.
I'll actually roll you.
6 plus saves.
Another one
Okay,
is
so we'll leave
alive.
2 neophytes
Still
alive
10
at the end
though.
of it, which are 2 mining lasers by the look of it. Are those mining lasers?
One will be.
Okay, 1 will be. He's going to keep his sergeant alive there. Forget what's the name of the neophyte leaders.
Leaders.
Okay, neophyte leader. That's good.
See?
It really is leader.
It should be neophyte foreman.
It should be foreman.
Because they're like all drills and miners. You're welcome, Games Workshop.
Do you even know what a foreman is, Bo?
He's
Good
a
job.
man made out of 4s.
Jawbreaker. The first of the basilisks opens up. It's heavy bolter into this neophyte and the basilisk into these neophytes.
Yes, so heavy bolter. 1, that's all I need. Okay, 2d6 shots, picking the highest.
Okay.
It's a 6. I'll just take that.
Which one is this into, sorry?
These guys here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. That is 3 here.
2 to kill.
Yes, 3 are dead.
3 are dead.
Cool.
Very, very cool indeed. Okay, do you know what you want to do next, Mr. Bo?
Yes, we're going to go over to this guy here.
Yep.
He's going to put his basilisk into this.
Yep.
And the heavy bolter into here.
Into the nearest one. Okay, here we go.
Actually, he'll put the heavy bolter into this guy.
Okay.
No, wait. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, yes, cool. It's just line of sight, guys. I know it's narrative, but come on. All right, heavy bolter.
Okay, 1 hit. Fails to wounds.
Okay, the basilisk.
Basilisk. 5.
I'll take
okay.
that. Oh well, I may as well just re-roll
You
this.
can reroll one of them, yeah.
Yeah, may as
You're
well.
picking the highest anyway.
Ah.
Okay.
5.
5 it is.
It was ordained. Ooh. Boom, 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 boom.
2 to kill.
Okay,
3
3
Are
wounds.
slain.
Because they're -3, so no save there even with the
No.
ruins. Okay, and then we have 1 final basilisk left.
Yeah, so he'll put the heavy bolter into this little chicken down here.
Okay.
And then he'll put the basilisk up there. So let's
Okay.
start with the heavy bolter.
Okay. 2 hits.
Yep.
2 wounds this time.
-1, remove the model.
He'll be fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
There's this one here, yeah?
No, it's
It's
this
this one.
sorry.
Yeah. Okay, and then the basilisk itself. 5 shots. We'll just
May as-
re-roll the 2 for
May as
last.
well.
Yeah.
That's cheeky,
That's
actually.
crazy, yeah.
Yeah, that's really cheeky. Oof.
Ouch! 4 hits again. These basilisks are really.
Ah.
Oh, only 2 wounds. So kills yet again another 2. And as the smoke begins to clear, deadly artillery has been launched across the battlefield into the facility itself. You can imagine piles upon piles of dead neophytes all across the battlefield, and then all of this las fire and small arms fire and the heavy flamers erupting amongst their lines. We have corpses burning on the left and right flanks. It would appear that the Astra Militarum have got a very, very strong foothold now in this battle. Are there any Genestealer cult forces left? Well, I'm sure that lurking below there are still very, very, very many terrifying things. We will have to see. Let's do some morale quickly. Now, who's doing morale? Pretty much
everyone.
Unit here.
So this guy will unfortunately fail because his unit has basically been wiped.
Yes.
They've lost 5.
Okay, so that's a total of 11, so 3 more run away.
Okay.
And these guys lost 10, so doesn't matter what I roll.
No, so
Okay.
they are gone. Okay, and then we've got, of course, the Primus still alive, and the Magus still alive, and just 4 neophytes on the facility.
Raptors!
No doubt the Raptors must be feeling in a confident position.
We're feeling good.
But let's see what emerges from the depths of the facility, because this game is far from over, Mr. Bone. It's the movement phase, turn 2 for the forces of the Genestealer cults. Whilst many of them, in fact it would appear almost all of them, lay dead on the battlefields, the neophytes are standing resolute within the facility. The Magus has started to walk towards the Raptors battle line, and over here the Primus has moved through the fence works ever closer to the Raptors line on the right flank. We must now roll for who is coming from below.
Okay, so we have a unit of
Neophytes. Yes.
Neophytes arrive.
A unit of Acolytes. No.
No.
a unit of secret experimentations. Oh yes.
Yes.
The experiment's leader. No.
No.
Arnold himself. Yes. We have Kel. Yes. We have another Magus. Yes. And we have the Archon Ward. No. And we have something deep and dark. Yes. Okay.
Okay, now
Play stuff.
there is one thing that Chef can now do, because as we can see, the Magus has moved to the communication array. If he so chooses, he can activate it at the end of his movement phase. This is part of the modified rules we have for this mission.
What does it do?
If you activate it, on the turn you activate it, you can re-roll any of your failed reserve rolls, but only for that turn. Do you wish to activate it now?
Yes, I'm gonna need it. Reroll 1. I can't remember what we wrote down for the
You
mission.
just re-roll all of them.
Okay,
It's
well,
only
I-
for that turn.
I failed the 2, so it will be for the secret experiments leader,
Yes, and then it will be for the acolytes. Yes, everything is coming in. You have been rused, sir.
it's
the trap
happened.
has been laid.
The movement phase has revealed the true depths of the horror that lurked below. What we have is Dr. Arnold himself, now a biophagus of the Genestealer cult. His terrible experimentation splicing Tyrannid DNA with that of humans has unveiled this horrific horror of the hive mind. We have the aberrants now before him, unwilling participants in this experiment, the abominants. The Magus has moved, and also the Primus, but most importantly, the insidious friend known as Kel has appeared, wearing his hat, his golden pistols, about to launch a fusillade of shots into the enemy. Over here we do have a large unit of acolytes which have now swarmed out of the facility this way. Magus and the true horror on the battlefield. This Broodlord's over here ready to take on the Hellhounds. This is going to be a very interesting turn. We do see some stratagems being used. What would you like to take us through, Chef?
Well, first of all, this
Patriarch is clearly what has been worked. It's like the fruits of the labour, I imagine. And I can bet the guard just see this bit of rock and dust blow open this shadow, slinks out, and they're like, "What the?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. So what we are doing is a perfect ambush. Clearly, this day was a ruse.
Indeed.
So we're doing a perfect ambush on the aberrants. They are moving an additional 4 inches.
Very useful. Very, very useful. That will get them to well within the 9-inch circumference that they had to start away from. This is starting to look very bad for the Raptors. The Biophagus, Dr. Arnold now will continue his experimentations on the aberrants.
In the field.
That's it. Field experimentations now.
So we're doing this on the aberrants. Genomic enhancement. First, let's see if I accidentally OD one. I do not.
Okay.
So now I'm going to use my little familiar, his own little pet. I imagine it was like a pug once, or some sort of space puppy, and it is no longer a little pupper that you would want to stroke. Okay, so the difference is, so I can have +1 toughness or +1 attack. Clearly, +1 attack. They are angry, and they will rip, and they will tear. Fool.
With that, we're in the psychic phase. The Magus over here. Mass hypnosis on the Hellhounds. That will be no Overwatch. Powerful.
Oh, it doesn't go off, so I'm going to use a CEP reroll on that. It does go off.
Okay, very nice. Very nice indeed. The Patriarch now, ready to do mind control.
On the Hellhound. You belong to me now.
Oh, no.
Well, if you fail a leadership check on 3d6. 3d6. The score is less than your leadership characteristic, nothing happens. If it equals or exceeds it... Oh no, I roll 3d6.
Yes.
What's your leadership? 10.
It's not.
Well, that's a 12. So...
Let's do this now. It is indeed mind controlled. Unfortunately, the horror is true. This begins to turn around and it opens up on these mortars. The heavy bolter will go for
that unit there.
This unit to Raptors.
We'll start with that.
The bolter, he hits once.
They're fighting your mind control.
One is wounded though.
Doesn't matter because
One's
I die.
Okay, and now the Inferno Cannon.
Okay, 7.
7.
I don't
Okay.
get to re-roll one because I'm not a Catachan.
No, you're not.
It counts as part of my army, which means it would get +2 strength if it wasn't a vehicle.
But it is.
Okay,
Where are my
so
dice?
now
Where are my dice? Where
to
are
wound.
They're there. You stole them from me.
I did. They're not for you anymore.
All right, you
Just
can have my dice and I'll have your tanks.
No.
So it is
Twos.
2s. Okay.
And that is 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's -1.
It's very
They
interesting.
still have a 6 up save.
That's true. That's true. Where are my dice?
Needs
They're
to
in
make
here,
at
you
least 1 save. The unit is burnt alive.
Die.
He makes 1. Okay, but that's still 2 mortar teams engulfed in flame. This Magus over here now will cast Might from Beyond upon the aberrants.
Oh yes.
Yes, they are now very buffed. Bone rolls a 7 for no apparent reason. And now she will cast a Smite. Able to cast another power due to Psychic Awakening. Oh, she does. Now, she would get a +1 if she was within range of another Psyker, but
she's not.
no. Okay, so it's not a Super Smite.
So I believe it will be this one here. Yes, that one is slightly closer, so it's just D3 on that one.
Okay.
2 mortal wounds.
Okay, 2 wounds on this Sentinel now. Both are damaged.
Kel.
Now, it levels his weapons.
I hate Kel.
And he's firing at 3 different targets. Firing at this.
2 different targets.
2 different targets. So the
sorry.
Raptor unit here, and
No,
the
This
Sentinel
one,
unit.
you wouldn't dare fire at my favourite unit.
Well, because if I fire at them, they'll go to ground. We're learning, you see. We're clever. We're going to fire at that unit. They aren't clever enough to go to ground.
But they'll just go to ground.
Oh, they're learning as well.
But first up, 2 shots into the Sentinel.
All right.
Both hits.
And then my extra 2 shots for hitting. Okay, it's 4 hits.
Outstanding.
5's to wound. I'm re-rolling the 1 because that is still marked and the Primus is there.
Yes.
It's 1 wound at -1.
Okay.
Oh,
He fails it.
he's dead.
He's destroyed.
2 damage.
He's dead.
Does he blow up?
Yes.
No. Okay, but wow, Cal arrives and just shoots probably the pilot in the cab there. Ouch.
And then
Okay.
on to the unit over there who has gone to ground now. I have 4 hits plus another 3. Come back. Freeze to wound here. 6 wounds at -1.
6 wounds at -1, but we have luckily gone to ground. It means nothing.
Ooh, 3 of them do pass, but
Pass there.
3 are shot. I imagine a bullet right between the eyes of all 3 of them. The Primus within the fences here now also firing into the same Raptors units.
Yes, he will. He hits. He always wins on a 2.
Okay, we have the Acolytes that survived the first barrage bombardment from the Raptors. Splitting fire, are we opening with the mining lasers first?
Yes, we got 1 mining laser there, 1 mining laser there, and grenade launcher into the 5 wound.
Okay,
Let's start with the one on the 4 wound.
okay.
That's a miss.
It's a miss.
On to the one with 5 wounds. That's a hit. That's a wound.
Wound.
That's 5
Oh,
damage.
wow. Blows it sky high.
Very
No,
good. And the
that's
grenade
a-
launcher is now wasted.
Okay, fair enough. The neophytes here on the left of the facility are opening up with everything into this hellhouse.
Yes, so auto guns and the auto pistol as well. Okay. 1 wound, sir. Right.
Yes.
Okay, grenade launcher. Misses, and now the seismic cannons in short wave range. 1 hit. Doesn't wound. Okay, very good.
We now come to the charge phase. The ultimate trap has now been sprung. The Abominant leads the charge into the Sentinel. Cannot be overwatched. Oh, double 6. That is how he makes his mark. Terrifying. And now the Aberrants themselves, charging all of the Raptors, including the command squads, with Colonel Crowe. Overwatch first from his favourite Raptor unit.
Yes. This is the last fire. That's 4 hits. They're now on their feet. They are ready to deliver the Emperor's justice with 3 wounds. Ow. Yes.
Okay, well I saved 2 of them, and then I have 5 up shrugs. I shrug 1. 1 takes a wound.
Hey, 1 wound's down.
Now the crack. Oh no. Okay, so then we come over to this squad here,
Okay,
the
Crowe's
command squad. So then we will do the 2 Lasguns in there. 2 hits, 2 wounds. Your Lasguns.
Okay, 5 up shrugs. Okay, does kill one on the way in with blast fire.
Ooh,
Crack.
okay.
Oh!
Oh!
It's a wound!
It's a wound.
-1!
6 up. Okay, damage.
Just the one.
I'm using a CP! It's
2.
2!
And then I reduce it to 1 anyway.
You wouldn't have used the CP,
Okay.
don't worry about it.
I don't shrug it.
Okay, so another
takes
wound's
away.
down on an Aberrant.
Right, then we come over to this squad over here.
Yep.
What have they got? Okay, another crack.
Stuff.
The crack misses. I've then got 10 shots in Overwatch.
And a pistol.
9 shots in Overwatch.
Oh, you got...
Oh no, yeah, and a pistol.
And a pistol. And a pistol.
11 shots in Overwatch. Now, I don't want to alarm you. That's 2 hits.
Yeah.
This is going to be another dead aberrant.
Oh, it's a
There's a
wound!
wound there. Ooh,
Oh!
Can he shrug?
He kills one! And now the charge proper. The Aberrants, 4, 5, 6, 7. That will
1.
certainly make it into...
Everything.
Oh dear. The Primus now, charging through the fence work. 5, 6, 7. I believe that is okay. Yes, it is. Just as a point of reference, folks, we do not count the fence for going up and over it. We imagine that the troops have cut through it already. Because otherwise that would be a bit silly. So there it is. Acolytes now charging both of these units. Don't forget the Hellhounds cannot overwatch. So just the Raptors in the woods. Oh!
They're very disciplined, these Raptors.
They really are.
The
They
Emperor's
really, really
finest,
are.
mate. Don't worry about it. Oh,
three
it's 3
wounds.
wounds.
Okay. 5 ups.
Oh!
6 up shrug now because of the icon ward. Okay, never
No,
mind.
kill 3 of the Acolytes regardless. Okay. Moving from the back. I wonder what the Endonian genome would make of the Raptors.
Oh, no.
Probably get on.
Yeah, they'd be good friends.
They'd be allies for sure. Okay, so there we go.
Oh yeah, they just shot the ones off.
Yeah.
The containers will go. But then these guys are just storming around the corner.
That's
so
right.
they thought
That's
they just
right.
got 3.
That's right.
And they see the horde coming. And they're like, ugh.
Okay, the charge! I'm going to reroll both of those for the Icon Ward and his Augur of the Insurgent.
Oh,
yeah.
wow, it's the same result. The Acolytes fail the charge over there. Wow. However, now the horror that is the Patriarch will charge the Hellhounds, where the Acolytes have failed. Perhaps the leader of this insurrection will.
He's
Make
not
up
even
for
the
it.
leader. He's just like an experiment, I guess. I think it's Arnold and Kel that are leading this.
Oh
secretly.
no, Arnold was being manipulated.
That's right.
Yeah.
Kel was the messenger.
Kel was the messenger.
But the one behind it was always.
I mean, there's always a
There's always a Patriarch involved.
It's always the
He's
Patriarch.
lurking deep in the
That's
bowels.
right. That's
Yeah.
right.
All right.
So here we go. Okay, it's a 5.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not rerolling that.
Okay, fair enough. Colonel Crowe salutes with his blade and now heroically intervenes into the aberrants. Absolutely outstanding.
He's a madman!
He's the maddest of men. Yes.
Okay, so here we go. We are starting with, of course, the aberrants.
Yes. So we do have these 3 here are going to attack on that unit over there.
Yep.
And then the remaining 4 are going to attack this blob here. So we'll start with the hammers that are over here.
Okay.
So we do have a +1 for the Primus next to them, and it's 6s. It causes 2 hits because of the Abominant. Doesn't matter. Fortunately, the +1 does negate their -1 for their hammers. It is 2 to kill. For reference, I'm strength 7 at the moment.
Ow!
So these are strength 14. That's 3 dead. 4 dead.
4
even.
dead,
I
yes.
can't. I cannot math.
4 are slain from the unit there.
And
okay.
then we have the pick guys on that side. I'll just do their picks now. Okay, so that's
And the
3
60s
additional
count as 2
hits.
hits,
They
yep.
do indeed. So these again will be 2s because they're strength 7 and they're -2. This unit has been
The
deleted.
Raptors have been obliterated, butchered by the aberrants. I would expect no less from such a dangerous foe. And yet we still have not fought with the entirety of the unit.
Indeed. So over to this flank here. So the hammer chap. Okay, so he does hit all 4 times thanks to the Primus's +1. He does kill 3 with his mighty sledgehammer blow. And then
Raptors there.
the 2 with the picks. Okay, so 2 extra hits with the picks there. 2s to wound. Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
2 Raptor units, brave infantrymen, all have been butchered by the aberrants. Just Colonel Crowe standing before his command squad. His bannerman behind him, the flag waving in the air
Exactly.
as men die screaming around him. Colonel Crowe stands resolute, salutes with his blades. He fears no Xenos. Right, folks, this is it. Colonel Crowe is interrupting.
Yes!
Colonel Crowe interrupts with his relic power swords. Okay, it's the Tuskblade, I believe it's called.
Tuskblade, yes, it's a Catachan
Okay.
relic. So hitting you on 3s.
Oh, Colonel Crowe!
Are you feeling it? Are you
Standing.
feeling it?
Okay, here we
Winning you
go.
on 3s.
Is he strength 6? Oh, he wounds twice.
You know what? I'm going to use a CP to reroll. Yeah!
He wounds all 3 times! Colonel Crowe! 3 shrugs to 3 shrugs to make. He's got the armor set. Okay, the Abominant now is attacking this Sentinel.
Here we go. Okay, that's all
3 hit there.
hits thanks to the Primus's +1.
Yep.
So this is strength, I don't know. But that's 3
That's
wounds
definitely
at
3 wounds.
-4 and minimum of 3 damage.
He is destroyed, but does he blow up?
Oh, yes!
Will he detonate
does!
and take anything with him?
No.
No. Okay. Crowe's command squad scream the battle cry of Albion and they charge in after him. They're piled in now, ready to fight the aberrants to the death.
One hit. It's all I need.
Okay.
I will bring down the one that is facing Crowe. It's not a
No,
wound.
it's not a wound. Okay. It's a tricky situation for Crowe to be in. Let's see if he can survive. Meanwhile, we have no other fights on the boards.
Or do we?
Or do we? What are you doing?
I am doing monstrous bio-horrors, which I think is very appropriate, quite frankly.
No, you're fighting again.
Yes. I'm ready.
This is it. Something has been revealed here. The Abominant does not want the Aberrants to kill Crowe.
The Aberrants have moved in and they've raised their sledgehammers, and then you just hear this, no! Mine! And this sledgehammer is about to come crashing down, and the Aberrants just kind of go and turn off to fight the command squad. So all of the attacks are going on the command squad because the Abominant wills it.
It also conveniently means that Mr. Crowe will be trapped.
That too. That is also a thing. Yeah, but Crowe's like this. He goes, very well. You think you're trapped in here with me? I did the quote wrong.
This is how it's looking. The Aberrants now unleash their attacks against the command squad.
On to the command squad. So the picks first. So the ones miss. That single 6 becomes an extra hit, so I'll just leave him in there. They're hitting on 2s because of the Primus next to them. Killing on 2s. Yeah, they're dead.
Oh, the command squad completely butchered. I hope that the Bannerman survives.
No,
perhaps
he's
his wounds
so
are not
dead.
mortal.
One of them
he
picks
might
it
not
up.
be dead.
No, one of them picks it up and goes and puts it on as a cape.
No!
How dare you?
And he's like,
And here it is, the end of the turn for
Or
the Genestealer
is
cults. Or is it? Because Bloodbath, the Basilisk, wishes to crush one of these Aberrants under its tracks.
yes.
It's
Are you
just
ready?
consolidated into him, yes. Needed 6 to hit though. No, he will not do so. It could have been significant because killing that Aberrant there would have meant Crowe could escape, opening up the Aberrants to fire. Instead, however, he will remain trapped. There are no morale checks to do other than the mortar over here.
He's like,
They do hold their nerve. Okay. So it will be the Raptors' turn coming up next. It will be surely a devastating one for the Colts, but over here, Crowe, the Warlord, trapped, and a whole slew of characters just behind those Aberrants. Perhaps it is not as bad as it might look for the Colt. The movement phase is now complete for the 132nd Albion Raptors. The tank commander leading the other Demolisher tank just behind him in a column here, away from the threat of the Aberrants. Mistreats. The Basilisk remains in position, ready to launch Deadly Death. We have Jawbreaker and Bloodbath, these two Basilisks moving away from the Aberrants, but of course they will be still firing their guns on the move, I'm sure. All the way over here, the mortar teams have remained in position. And over here on the left flank, the Raptors are beginning to close in for what they must feel is a kill. They've created a kill block box here. Both the Hellhounds are ready to launch Gouts of Flame, and the Raptor infantry, led by Major Teague, will be unleashing round after round into these acolytes momentarily. And if that's not enough, they'll be backed up by 3 Manticores and mortar teams. Ouch! Let's see if the cultists can withstand this firepower. It's shooting coming up in just a moment. It is now the beginning of the shooting phase. Colonel Crowe, fixed bayonets, or in this case, bayonets! He gets into his dueling stance.
Gets it to himself!
And he's doing it to himself. He's going to fight immediately.
Yes!
Here we go.
2
he does
hits.
it twice.
It's
He
2
does wound
wounds, champ.
twice.
I shrug one, but
He
one
shrugs
is
one,
slain.
but he kills one. Oh, that's really epic. Yes. First rank fire, second rank fire. It now issued to both of these units by Major Teague. And we're opening up with which one?
We'll go with the smaller one.
Okay, and they're firing at the acolytes.
Yes. So, let's... Oh! Oh, that is very nice.
Okay, a lot of hits there.
Oh!
Oh, wow, 5 wounds.
5 wounds. Get out of there, you. I save 1.
Okay.
And then 6 up shrugs for the banner. Shrugs
No.
none.
Okay, so 4 acolytes cut down with laser fire, and then
Frag grenade. 2 shots. No hits.
no hits there. Okay.
So then we'll move over to these guys.
Yep.
I'll start with the flamer, and then I'm gonna need to grab some dice.
Okay.
So the flamer.
Just
That's
one
one.
hits.
Goes to win.
All right,
Okay, I'll be back.
some dice. Okay, next up we have the rest of the rifles and a frag grenade being shot into these.
Yes. So we'll do the rifles first. Okay. Not as good as last time. Oof. Gross.
Okay. Oh
Yeah.
wow. Okay. Just 4 wounds. Okay.
4
despite
wounds.
Deadly Fusillade not finding their marks
Sorry.
there.
Save 1.
Okay, and then just shrug.
A shrug none.
No. Okay, so
Okay,
3
another 3
more
are
are
slain.
cut down.
Frag. 6.
6. Okay.
Okay, 5
5
hits.
hits.
4
4 wounds.
wounds.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Oh, there we go.
Wow, makes 4 saves. Had to happen eventually. The mortars now open up against the same acolyte units.
No.
Oh no, sorry, into the neophytes?
Into the
Okay, no
neophytes,
problem.
So 3d6.
6, 7, 8, 9.
It's alright. Yeah, it's reasonable. Yeah, it'll do. Ooh, not with that roll.
3
Look
hits.
at that, all those ones. 3 hits. 2
hits.
hits. Okay, save
save.
1. Shrug. Does not shrug. 1 is slain.
Okay, mortars have spoken, but not much to report. Hellhounds, this one now opening up with its flamer into the acolytes and heavy bolter into the neophytes.
Correct. Okay, the flamer. 10.
10.
Yeah, I'll keep that. 2s. Okay, that is 7 wounds minus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6s. Save 1. 6 up shrugs. I save 2, so 4 are slain.
4 more acolytes burnt to a crisp, and then the heavy bolter. What is its report, sir?
Okay. 1 hit, because I did move. Is a wound minus 1.
Okay.
Saves that.
That's it. Okay, cheeky. Okay, the second Hellhounds now. The Flamer also going into the Acolytes, and
Yes.
Heavy Bolter also into those Neophytes.
Yes.
But he is currently debuffed by the powers of the Hive Mind, plus he moves.
Means nothing for the flamer though. No. But we'll start with the bolter. No hits because of that.
Yep.
The flamer.
7, 8.
We roll that. Very good.
Oh, 11 hits. Ouch. 2s to wound here.
Okay, so that is 8 wounds.
Couldn't have been 7 because I had 7 in my hand. That would have been convenient.
No. Sorry, mate. 6s.
Not a single one. I think this unit might be
Oh,
elevated.
they are crispy. I saved 3,
Good
but
effort,
that's not
but
enough.
that's the remainder of the unit. The Acolytes burnt alive before they even made it to the foe. Mortar fire from all the way over here now in the corner of the board into the Neophytes on top of the facility.
Yes, 3d6. Okay.
9 again.
9 again. Much more accurate.
Okay.
2 wounds.
They clearly used all the payload in the first turn.
Yeah. I saved neither though, so
Okay.
shrugs. I shrug neither as well.
2 Neophytes obliterated. Jawbreaker, the lead Basilisk here, has moved, but will be firing into these Neophytes, bombarding them with Basilisk fire.
Yes.
Oh!
Okay, 6.
Picks to 6, I assume.
Yep. So it will be 5s to hit though.
Yes. And he hits
only the
once.
1 hits to
2s.
kill.
And that is 1 killed. Spats could get a shrug.
Which unit here was it?
This
Because it's
unit.
D3 damage, isn't it?
Yeah, so 2.
2
Double
wounds.
6! No one is
No,
super
1
dead.
is
Okay.
killed. Heavy Bolter?
Heavy bolter.
No hits.
I'm happy to move on. We'll do the same.
Okay,
again.
Bloodbath, the second Basilisk.
Didn't he fall back?
Bloodbath did.
Yes, no, he
yes,
did.
it was
He
Bloodbath.
did. It was
so
him.
Bloodbath does
so
not
it will
fire.
be this guy.
This one
forgive me.
instead, no problem.
Yeah. Into these guys up there.
Because he stood
Okay.
still, this guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, shots. Reroll the 2. Okay, 4.
4 shots.
So hitting on 4s. Okay, 3 hits. 2s. 3 kill. Oh well.
Damage.
Damage. Okay, so first one dead.
He's dead.
Second one is 1. Dead. Last one is 3. Another one is
3 deads.
Cool.
Okay, fair enough. And then the heavy bolter. No hits.
hits.
Okay. It's executioner time. Launching everything into the neophytes on top of the facility here.
Correct. So, D6 shots on the cannon. 3 to hit. Rerolling the 1 because of take aim. I'm not overcharging, guys, at the moment.
Okay.
So, that's 2 wounds now. Yes, 2 wounds.
Shrugs. I shrug Nova.
Okay, so 2 more neophytes destroyed.
2 D3 shots with the plasma cannons. 3. Rerolling that 1. 3 hits. 3 wounds.
Shrugs. That is a unit slain.
Okay, neophytes are all slaughtered, immolated by burning plasma. The Lemurus Demolisher now will fire everything into the remaining neophytes up here, including a battle cannon.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll start with the bolters. Hitting on 5s, 2 hits. 2 wounds at -1.
No. One
Makes
is
one.
slain.
Okay, very good. The last cannon. Misses. D6 on the turret weapon, just the 1 shot.
You can re-roll it though.
I can re-roll it, so we'll just say it's 3.
Yeah.
Yep. 1 hit.
Yep. And 1 wound.
1 wound.
Demolisher cannon's -2.
Oh no, it's like -3. So that's
Yeah.
Is it? Okay, fair enough. Another one is destroyed. Okay, interesting. That marks the entirety of this flank that has fired now. Meanwhile, over here,
It's Manticore
it's
attack.
Yeah, we still have 3
time.
manticores.
Wow. The Manticore on the left will be firing at the Patriarch as there is no one else left to screen. Just the Magus and the Icon wards.
It doesn't work like that.
No, okay, fair enough.
2d6. Roll the 1. Catachan. Very nice.
5.
It's cheeky with the Catachan.
Very, very cheeky.
So I've got 9. I've got 7, 9. Okay, cool. So 4s. Okay, not bad. What's his toughness? 5?
He is currently toughness 6 because he is carrying the elixir of the prime specimen, for he is the prime
It
specimen.
makes perfect sense.
So wait, does he have a -1 to hit him?
No, because I took the +1 attack, +1 strength Warlord trait instead
Okay,
by
cool.
off of action.
So it'll be 3s.
Oh,
3 to 10. Yeah. 3, yeah. Okay. Cool. So 4 wounds.
All right, so 5 up in buns. Okay, I only
That's 1.
save 1. It's damage D3.
D3.
I have 7 wounds.
Yeah, he's
7
7 on
wounds.
the
Oh no, the death.
Patriarch.
Oh, the Manticore, the first one that opens, destroys this vessel of the hive mind before it properly makes it into the game. This death strike now begins its report, firing into the Magus.
It's called a Manticore.
Oh, of course, the Manticore. is.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's interesting. Can we
You didn't want to do that on the Patriarch?
No.
No,
Oh, that's
I think
nice.
he rolls to 6.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
can he hit? He does only hit 4 times, but it's 2s,
Yeah. 4
and that's
wounds.
4
Alright,
wounds.
6 ups. Nope.
Okay.
The first one can kill my thingy. Oh no, do the damage because he
Yes.
still gets a shrug.
Must do the damage. A 3, a 2, and a 1.
Okay, well I would have allocated it one at a time.
Yep.
That's why we needed to do that one.
Yes.
Oh, I'll do it
Okay,
again.
Let's just do it again. Okay.
The first one.
So
Great.
3 shrugs on the familiar. No, he's dead. Okay, so now the remaining 3 on the Magus.
So
Okay.
6 in total.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, he's dead.
Oh no, the Mage just destroyed. Imagine this facility is just taking a brutal bombardment.
There's not going to be anything
here.
left for you to recover.
Okay, there's one. One more death strike.
Yeah.
Or Manticore rather. Death strike on the mind. Right, Manticore.
Yeah, so what he will do is he'll fire into the mining lasers.
Okay.
Because yeah, why not?
Okay.
And the heavy bolter will probably be out of range of them. So he'll put the heavy bolter into that guy.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So here we go. The shots. Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Hits. 2 wounds.
Okay, 1 is alive. No shrug for them, they're out of range.
Live. Okay.
Heavy bolter. 2 hits. 1 wound.
Loves it.
Okay, well, that is the firepower now spent for this turn for the Albion Raptors, and a brutal turn it was indeed. However, there is still a fight phase, potentially a charge phase. Do we see any charges this turn?
No,
because you killed everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than the icon wards.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Okay, so no charges, so we'll come right back in a moment for the fight phase. Will Colonel Crowe survive? Colonel Crowe opening with his Relic blades.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah!
He hits twice. He only wounds once.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't shrug it. 1 takes a wound.
Okay, 1 takes a wound. Alright, he's done another rending hit.
He's been pretty awesome.
He's been putting up a very decent fight against a terrifying foe.
That's it.
Okay.
Now
well,
I just need to survive.
Who are we opening here with?
Obviously the Abominant.
The Abominant, as you've described.
He hits twice.
Yep.
It's only 1 wound.
1 wound.
But it is minus like 4, so you're 5 up shrug. In bud even.
Oh!
What's the damage?
D6, minimum 3.
I have 1 CP left. I will use it now. Yeah.
No!
Oh,
6!
No!
The Abominant
The
crashes
Colonel!
Crowe. I don't know if he's alive or
He's
not.
definitely not alive.
But he
He's alive.
has been very, very badly wounded at the very least. My goodness. As the screeching around the facility begins to fall silent, still the thudding of heavy muscled figures can be heard across the soil as the aberrants move through the woods towards the basilisks that were trying to retreat from them. Kell, Dr. Arnolds and the Magus have also moved to support, while the horrifying Abominant, leaving Crowe crippled on the floor, has moved towards the Demolisher tanks. So we shall see what happens here. We do still have the Icon Ward holding the facility with 1 lone mining laser as backup fire. This will be a turn 3 summary. What shooting is happening here, Chef? Or Psychic first?
First of all, we're going to cast Might from Beyond from the Magus onto the Aberrants.
Okay,
Yes, we will.
that goes off.
And now we're going to cast Mind Control on a Basilisk.
Oh!
Yes, we will.
Oh, wow, okay.
Your Basilisk belongs to me now.
No, stop doing that.
Oh, no.
So now the Basilisk is going to go...
And fires at Mistreat.
This one. Oh,
Okay.
yes. It's 4 shots.
Okay.
It's not that much.
It's not really. Not when I'm going to get 1 hit.
Oh
One.
no.
That's okay. It does wound. It's minus 3. You have a 6 up save.
Hey!
Nope.
Nope.
It is a total of 1.
1 wound. And it's a heavy bolt of fire as well.
Yes, same target. 1 hit. Doesn't wound. Okay, never mind.
Fair enough. Basilisk takes a wound, but...
You can't control the raptors' minds. You can't control us.
I literally just did. It's not my fault you loaded rubbish in your barrel.
What was that?
And now the Familiar has been used. The Magus will cast its last power. Smite.
That's might.
And fails to cast. Oh dear. Okay, right, we're going to go right to the shooting phase.
We'll start with the Calamorph onto this Basilisk in front here.
Oh.
So we have 5 hits so far.
I hate Kel.
That's so much fun. I want to run 3 of them.
He's so evil.
He is.
Look what he did to the scientists.
I know.
An extra
What's
3
up?
hits there. Looking for 5. Come here. 5's to wound. That is 3 wounds at -1.
Well, good.
Okay.
Just
Oh,
take
two
2.
goes
4
through.
damage. Just
4
take 4
yeah,
damage.
exactly, yeah. Very, very brutal.
That's my shooting.
Okay, shooting is done. We're going into the charge phase. What about this mining laser? You don't want to fire that?
Oh yeah, we'll fire the mining laser. I forgot about him. Oh well, he needs to make a morale check actually.
Okay.
He lost 3 last turn. He's leadership 7, so he is okay.
Okay, so the mining laser, where's he firing?
Into that.
Same basilisk?
Yeah. Okay, that was.
Okay, good chat.
Thanks, Lawrence.
Okay, so now we're... Abominant charging now into both the tank commander and his subordinates.
Ooh.
Okay, here we go. So we'll start with the heavy bolters.
Yep.
One hit. That's a cocked die. It's still a 3.
Okay.
So that's a wound, -1.
No, it's not. I'm toughness 5.
Oh, I see. Okay, very good. The last cannon. No. The cannon on top. 6 shots. It's 3. I can re-roll
You
that.
can?
Yeah. It's 4.
4.
Nothing.
No hits.
Okay, we come over here.
Plasma Executioner.
Plasma Executioner. So I'm going to overcharge.
Okay.
Why not? So the last cannon first, though.
Shall I tell you why not? Because you'll only do 1 damage anyway.
It's true. He reduces damage.
I hate that rule. Okay. I hate that rule. It's really annoying. Right, well I missed with the last cannon, so I won't overcharge. So 2d3 shots. Oh, you. And then d6 on the turret. Yeah, I'll keep that. Great.
Nothing. Okay, the opponent can't really fail to charge. Does roll a 4, and then he goes to both. The Aberrants now charging both the Basilisks, Jawbreaker and Bloodbath.
Yes. Okay, cool. So we'll start with the heavy bolters. 2 hits. What?
These are toughness 4. So 2.
Cool. 2 wounds.
Save 1 and a shrug. It's not shrugged, one is slain on the way in.
One's
Yes. Then the Basilisk's cannon, the first one. Oh, well, may as well. It's 5. Nothing. The next cannon. Okay. 1. Is a wound.
I have no save. The damage.
3.
So it becomes 2, and I shrug. 1.
Okay.
So 1 is down
Still
to
left
1.
alive, and now the all-important charge roll.
Yeah. Okay.
Double one, double one, double one, double one.
That's a 6.
No, it's a 7. He will certainly make it in to both. Primus now joining the fray into the Basilisk Jawbreaker, and definitely does do so. Any other charges?
Yeah, all 3 of these are going to charge. We'll start with Arnold.
Yep. Dr. Arnold, the Biophagus,
Yes.
the loyal Imperial scientist, now corrupt madman.
We'll then go over to the Magus.
Okay, also makes it in.
Not going through the woods, I don't. Because it's -2.
Okay, fair enough.
And the Calamorph. No.
No, okay. Magus and Kelamorph left behind. Perhaps Kel told Arnold to move on in ahead of him. We'll have to see how this works out. Are we going to go right into the fight phase now?
Yes, we'll start with the Abominant. He's going to put all 3 attacks into the Demolisher.
Okay, the Abominant now.
He hits twice because he has a Blessed Sledgehammer.
Indeed.
So he is strength 14, I think. Strength 6 plus 1 for the Twisted Helix, so 14. Toughness is 8. So freeze to wound. Only the 1 wound. Can't do anything about that.
It's -4.
Merciful. No save.
It is 3 damage.
3 wounds.
Okay.
Fair enough. Damaged, but still very much alive. However, he stopped them from shooting at least. And we move over here to the Aberrants.
So just the pile in. So we've got. Let's do the hammer guys first. So we've got the Hypermorph and the normal hammer into this one here, and then a pick, and then the remaining 2 picks into the 7 wounded. So the hammer's into the healthier one at the rear. Okay, so unfortunately the Abominant's all the way over there, so I get no bonus for those 6s, which is a pity. Yeah, that is still
Necessity.
fine because of the +1 from the Primus.
Yep.
They are also strength. They got +1 for the. What's it called? My brain is not working. Doesn't matter. Their strength is like 14.
Okay.
Toughness is 7, I presume.
Yes.
So yes, because I did get Might of Beyond off. That's what I'm thinking. So 6 wounds at -3.
Okay, 6
go.
6s coming right up. I didn't roll.
No saves at all.
That's 3 damage a pop.
It's dead.
Oh,
Does it blow
obliterated. Does it blow up? No, it doesn't.
Okay.
It's on the 2. All right.
Then we have the
Good
picks on the 7
This
wounder.
Basilisk is already damaged.
Indeed. So these are hitting on 2s because they're not minus to hit. They're strength 7 because of the various bonuses that they have. So it's 4s to wound. Wow.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6.
6 even.
At
Okay.
-2.
Very, very cool. Oh, not a single save.
It's D3 damage a pop. Yeah, it's dead.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 wounds. My goodness.
Die.
Oh! All of a sudden, whilst the Colts look completely defeated, they have destroyed many tanks on the right flank, and the right flank is very much beginning to crumble. Interesting times. No morale to be taken here, as we will let Chef do his consolidation. But we go into Raptors turn 3. Coming up next. Turn 3 for the Albion Raptors, and they've moved in, sensing that the facility is about to be within their grasp. Where possible, the units have moved this way, including the Hellhound over here, and I do believe those aberrants will be taking some nasty fire this turn. Basilisk Mistreat has remained stationary, whilst these two tank commanders, or one of them being the tank commander rather, have fallen back from the Abominants. So we're going to go right into a shooting phase. What are we opening with?
So orders, doesn't matter. And then we'll do first rank fire, second rank fire, first rank fire, second rank fire. Where? Oh, hang on. What have I done here? Where's my... Where is he?
He's dead.
Oh no, there he is.
He's already dead.
He's part of that. He just looks like he's part of the unit, you see. Ah, yes, forgetting your glasses. Right, so let's start with this unit. So they're going to fire everything up into this fella here.
Okay.
So I'm not in rap. Oh, I might be. Oh no, I definitely am in rap. Okay, then just let me grab some dice.
Okay. Okay, Raptor Infantry now into the Icon Wards.
Not bad.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it certainly was.
We will bring you down with rapid raptor fire. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 wounds. 7.
7.
7, 7, 7.
Okay.
7.
He failed 6.
It's fine. Six shrugs. No, he's dead.
The Icon Wards ripped apart with Lasgun fire. Those disciplined soldiers know how to find their mark. Hellhounds now over here. What are we doing?
Everything into the aberrants here.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so the flavor. I will re-roll. This is my right. It made it worse. That's fine.
Okay.
Toughness 4, so that is 5 wounds minus 1.
Alright. 6s. And then 5 up shrugs. Okay, so 2 are killed. Okay, because 1 was already on 1 wound.
Heavy bolter, no hits.
Okay. Fair enough. That's that Hellhound.
Come over to here. His only target is this guy, but he will put the heavy bolter into these guys.
Okay, heavy
over
bolter into the
here.
aberrants, sure.
So, but we'll start with the flamer. I'll just keep that.
Okay.
He'll be fine.
Okay,
Ooh.
he's got to take a lot of saves there, Chef.
Yeah, that's 9.
And no shrugs.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's absolutely incinerated.
We have secured the compound.
Facility is now empty
For
of
the
cultists,
Emperor.
or at least so the Raptors think. Mortars now opening up into these aberrants.
Yes.
3 of their number remaining.
Not bad.
Genetically
14.
modified muscle hulks.
They used to be men and women of science. Now they are the creatures that they swore to defeat.
Indeed.
Fours. Okay, 4 wounds.
4 wounds. Oh,
Very
cheeky.
nice.
4 saves. Okay, what are we firing next then? Running out of guns here.
He still has 3 manticores.
Running out of guns. These mortars over here into the Magus as characters are closest.
Yep. Okay, not bad. 14 again. 11 plus 2 is 13. 6, 9, 13. Okay,
Oh wow,
5 wounds.
5 wounds.
Alright, so 5. 5 up 6.
Ooh.
So 1 is put on the familiar. He dies. She has 1 wound remaining.
Okay, shrapnel exploding around her.
We'll just get
Lone
the finish
Mortar
off.
tries to finish her off now.
Well, 1 shot's all I need.
He misses though.
Needed more shots.
Okay, the Manticore opens up with the missiles, firing at whom? The Aberrants.
Yes.
Okay.
So, 2d6. Okay, reroll one of those, as is my right. 8. They're consistent, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is 5 hits. Yeah. Okay, cool. 5.
Roll for your damage.
So, first one.
Is 1 because of the reduction, which I do not shrug.
Second one.
Kills him.
Okay.
Fourth one.
Okay.
A third one. Fourth one. What is this?
Again.
Okay, 2 more.
Okay.
And the last one is 2.
Oh.
Okay, 1 is alive with 1 wound.
Wow, that's
all
just
that.
the first of the deaths. The Manticore.
Manticores!
I can't help but think that they're death strikes even when they're not. Okay, do you know what you're doing with your second Manticore?
Well, actually, I'm going to go into Basilisk.
Okay.
He's going to put his heavy bolter there, and then the cannon into the big fella.
Right, the heavy bolter into the last remaining
Yes.
Aberrant first.
So let's start there. 1 hit.
Yep.
Is a wound.
6 up. 5 up. No.
Oh, the last of the hulking muscle masses are killed. Okay, the Basilisk. This is mistreat. She's about to mistreat this abominant by the looks of it.
Nah, be right.
Only 2 hits.
Yeah.
1 wound.
Damage.
3.
So 2. I shrug 1.
Okay, so 1 wound down on the abominants. And then,
Then I'll fire a
okay,
manticore.
the Manticore
at
from
him.
all the way over there at the end of the
I
table.
do not need my sight.
At him, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, we roll 3. Okay, 5.
Okay. 3 hits. 2 wounds.
Cool. Damage. So 2 and 1, so 3. 3 shrugs. I shrug 1. I'm down to 2 remaining.
2 wounds left. There is 1 Manticore left to fire.
And he will be firing at
Okay, also at the abominants.
Yes. Ridiculous.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Wow.
It makes them super consistent.
Yeah. 3 hits only though. It is 3 wounds.
The damage. Just do them all together.
3, 6, and
Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
No, he's
Oh
dead.
no! The salvos of Manticore missiles obliterate the abominants. The aberrants now killed. All of the serious creations of Dr. Arnold have been destroyed. As we come to the end of this shooting phase, are there any charges?
There's nothing really to charge.
No. So it would be now the Genestealer Colt's turn. Coming up next, let's see what they do. As we come to the 4th turn for the forces of the Genestealer Colt, Dr. Arnold, the Biophagus, Kel, and the Primus suddenly scatter into the trees. They seem to be fleeing the battlefields. Mysteriously they vanish. Perhaps there are underground hatches somewhere along here. They would know the facility far better, of course, than the Albion Regiment. However, we do have the Magus. She makes her way back up to the facility. We've already noticed that she did indeed activate this communications array. However, it becomes evident that her mind is very much open to the powerful monstrosity that is approaching from the eastern fringe of the galaxy. Something dark, something terrible that blots out all psychic astronomical waves in its path is on its way. And perhaps this particular story is not yet finished. Let's look to the stars and see exactly what is going on.
found something you might want to hear. It's some sort of journal from one of the scientists.
Give it here, Major.
Aye, Colonel.
The beauty of what Kel and I have created is glorious. This truly is the next step in our evolution. Soon I will reveal them to the galaxy, and we shall bathe in the glory of the many-armed Emperor. This is what it must feel like to be a god, the pure, unbridled joy in creation. Soon we shall leave this place and bestow this gift upon the whole galaxy in his name. Together we shall rise. Our ascension is at hand. I've heard enough. Hail the frigate, prepare for evac and orbital bombardment of the system.
Colonel, all hails to the frigate fails. It's like she's not there.
Unlikely. Try again.
Hold up, Colonel. Motion sensors on our base perimeter have just been set off. Multiple unidentifiable life forms are closing in on our location. Double time.
All right, ladies, you know what that means. Fix bayonets. Let's show our guests what happens when you come knocking on the 132nd door.
Oh!